What's going on, everybody? Welcome, Arvanauts. Welcome to a Tuesday stream. It is March 31st. It's about 10 minutes to 1 p.m. Eastern, and it's my great pleasure to welcome everybody as we are going to be ready for a busy day of streaming and just a busy day in general. I am very, very busy these days, but it's going to be clearing up a little bit over the next couple of days. After I get through this last bit, I've just got through a ton of grading and got a little bit of committee work. I did a bunch of that already, and I have some more of that to do after streaming tonight. And ba ba da ba da ba da ba da. So I'm busy bee, but I'm almost done with a lot of it, and I am looking forward to it because this is going to be a fun few weeks and a fun month to come as April looms. This is our last day of March, and I hope everyone is looking forward to a March 31st stream of Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning as rendered to us by chat, chosen by chat and created by the Patreon. Now, I'm going to get through this introduction quickly because for a reason that I will explain in just a moment. So, oh my goodness. Well, I am sorry to hear about the bad news, Coven. I'm very glad to hear about the good news. I'm very glad about all of that, but oh my God, I'm really sorry to hear that though. And that's, unfortunately, as you know, that's kind of the state of things right now, the state of play. I'm really sorry to hear about that, and I'm glad that the insurance is going to at least come through. Oh man, I guess that means you're the only silver lining is I guess you can hang out with us even a little more than normal, I guess, but that's not much of a silver lining when you're dealing with actual like real issues of like having to make sure that ends meet. So hang in there, keep us posted about stuff, Coven. A couple of ways to support the stream. If you haven't already done so, please follow the channel. Check out the YouTube with !ArvTube, the Discord with !ArvCord, the Twitter with !ArvTweets. Please make sure to check out the website, arvaneleron.com. Thank you, Echo. !ArvShop is the merchandise area where you can check out stuff from Infinity and Beyond, and also from Adventures in Middle-earth, done by the amazing Terry Tunes. And speaking of Terry Tunes, you may see more coming from Terry soon, he said, maybe, for subscribers. The Patreon, !Arv really helps support us here, allows us to do things like, for example, buy the game Kingdoms of Amalur, which I ended up doing. And then we've got other things as well. For example, the sub button, which is right above your video window there, currently sitting at about 43 subs. So please consider supporting us there. Finally, the publishing stuff, Icarus. Again, the art on the Icarus and Jelinek graphic novels have been so amazing so far. I can't wait to share those with all of you. Library for Tales and Tomes from the Forbidden Library. And last but certainly not least, Grayshade KS for details about the Grayshade Kickstarter, which is on hold because of everything that's going on in the world, but it will be coming soon. Now, schedule-wise, let me get rid of this, and let me turn on that. Hello, everyone. Good to see you all. Welcome. I'm an 80s star. I don't know what that was all about. That's better. Okay, so just a couple of notes before we get underway here. In about 4 minutes or 3 minutes or so, I've got to go get my daughter set up for her class session, her online class session, as we continue to live in the online educational space. So I need to do that in just about 4 minutes. Then I will come back and we will play Kingdoms of Amalur. Schedule-wise, we've got this, then it coming up at 4 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to be playing as part of the April Fool's set over at GOG and Pen and Pixels. I'm going to be playing Greedfall, and I'm going to be playing that game and then passing over the save game to Braxton Wise, one of the fellow GOG streamers. I don't know how much we're going to go back and forth on these kind of switchovers, but I've been wanting to try Greedfall for a while, so I'm going to be doing that. So I'm going to be doing that today, and then I will be coming back to The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt probably in the following week or so. But at least for the short term, that's what we're going to be doing, just for this week anyway, for Greedfall. And then tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, we have Esper Genesis. We're finally getting a session of Esper Genesis in, which is exciting. I'm very glad that we can finally get this in at last. But yes, so that's what we've got going on for that. So, yeah, well, we'll see. I mean, I would say that you have the one profession that I would think would not be furloughed at the moment, which is medically related stuff, but maybe because of the circumstances of delivery, it's kind of a different situation. I don't know that. Again, just the heroism of the doctors and nurses and what they're doing to save people is incredible. And it is ever more important that once this is all over, that this monster in the White House be voted out. I mean, what he has done in his delay, in his greed, in his self-absorption, which has been true for many years. I mean, everyone warned everyone this would happen. But this has just laid it all bare. And the thought of the United States now over 3,000 deaths, all going up that much faster, it's criminal. It's criminal. And just from the United States perspective, I cannot wait for November to get here and to send this monster to the prison that he deserves. Just, this disgusting, disgusting human being. Anyway, but I'm sorry that, and Coven is another sort of collateral damage of that. But anyway, not a day today to talk more about that, other than to say, if you haven't registered to vote already, go do it. Make sure you're registered to vote. Whether it's going to be online or offline, we're going to be voting somehow in November, so please make sure to do that. And otherwise, I hope everyone is hanging in there with stuff as we get ready to go. Now, it is 12:58, which means I've got to go quickly and set my daughter up. So bear with me. I will be back in just a moment. I will throw on a break screen and I'll play just a little bit of music for you. So give me like 5 minutes or less and I'll be back. Sorry, but this is the circumstance we're in. I'll be right back.
Wonder what you would say if I could listen. I might be less afraid to play. I've seen inside you, I've known your mind, I've traced your instincts, I've watched your innocence unwind. Oh, that's it, you won't regret it. Well, that's it, now don't forget it. Well, this time you just can't find it. But trust me, you just won't mind it. Don't cry, don't blame me. Oh, no shame on me. I had to pierce your blindness, so I did you this small kindness. What did you think of that fading gleam? Did you consider the cost of every broken tree? How did I touch you? How did it feel? Did you discover that part of me you thought was real? Yeah. Oh, that's it, you won't regret it. Well, that's it, now don't forget it. Well, this time you just can't find it. But trust me, you just won't mind I saw inside you, I knew your mind. I traced your instincts, I helped your innocence unwind. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's it, you won't regret it. Oh, that's it, and I don't forget it. Oh, this time you just can't find it. But trust me, you just won't mind it. Well, don't cry, don't blame me. Oh, no, no shame on me. Well, I had to pierce your blindness. So I did you this small kindness.
Okay. Success. Sorry about that. We have my daughter safely going. And again, I am relieved that I have Verizon Fios and that I can manage 2 streamed meetings at once. Yee! I was just like, all right. But the internet was like, I got you. I got you, dog. I'm so happy that I got Verizon Fios. Okay, so it's time for Kingdoms of Amalur. Now, I will admit up front that I have never played this game, although I have seen it being played on a few occasions. And it's funny because everyone seems to say the same thing, which is that the game got sort of an unfair reception, that the game was actually pretty solid, and that, you know, Kurt Schilling's mismanagement of the studio notwithstanding, the fact that the game itself was functional was a consequence of really good lore work by Bob Salvatore and stuff like that. And I should point out that Bob Salvatore is in fact the guest of honor at the author guest of honor at Gen Con this year. Although I do not know, of course, none of us know whether that's even going to happen given current circumstances, but we hope so, right? We certainly hope that he's going to be. But in any case, so he did the lore for this, and that's actually one of the reasons I might be wearing my Boston hat anyway. But of course, Bob Salvatore, big Red Sox fan. So I would say this was a Kurt Schilling thing, but I can't. Kurt Schilling, I just can't with Kurt Schilling. You know, thanks for 2004, Kurt. Other than that, just go away, please. But Bob, of course, is a honest to God, dyed in the wool, sensible Democrat, and more importantly, is a very fine writer. And he did the lore for this. So I'm going to be using keyboard, although I may, if need be, I will switch over to a Logitech controller if I have to. But I'd want to stick with a keyboard at least to begin with. I tried this out. It looks like it works fine from what I can tell. So let's see what we can do. Just give me a second whilst I get ourselves positioned here. One moment. Probably see a little bit of flickering. Hold on. All right. Let's see. That looks right. So there we are. Here we are on the page. And actually, I will move this over here, even though that gets in the way of Operencia, but I will move this over here. Okay, so has anyone watching played this, by the way? Has anyone watching played this or not? Ah, very nice, Nonstop. Yeah, I saw that. I've got one session, I think maybe a session and a half left to go on that, and I'm guessing I'm going to be finishing it this weekend, Nonstop, so we'll see. You did, but a long time ago? All right, well, we will see. It keeps telling me that I need a CD code, and then it hasn't asked for one, so I don't know. Oh, thank you, by the way, also for the host from Echo Alpha, and thank you for the host from Trendane. Good to see you, Trend. You will not be connecting. Yeah. Give me a second, folks. I really wish that the Elgato was less finicky. One of the things I may end up getting at some point is a somewhat better capture card. I mean, I like the Elgato game capture a lot, but I don't like that I still have to activate and deactivate it and other stuff, and I'd like it to run in a faster frame rate if I could. But everything costs money, so that's part of the problem. Okay. As you all know... Okay. Oh, we will. Well, then we'll see. Downloadable content. Oh wait. Okay, jeez, go away. Darn it, Steam. Okay. Casual, normal, or hard. Let's go with normal. Here we go.
From the beginning, we were wrong.
Let me know how the volume
And
is.
only now, well into the second decade of the conflict, have we begun to understand the mistakes we have made. We lived in harmony among the Fae.
Thank you. Good.
In a world awakened to new magic. Perhaps we should have foreseen what might be born on this rising tide. What force might awaken. A force powerful enough to twist even the eternal and immutable Fae But Gadflow, the new king of the Winter Court, surprised us all. Singular among his people, he was all that other Fae were not. Aggressive, ambitious, visionary. He had power like none we had ever seen. Terrible and deadly. Gadflow and his followers, the Tuatha Deon, believed that a new god was to be born in the east, beneath Gadflow's crystalline fortress of Amathen.
Alright, that seems like a bad
In the
guy.
name of that god, they marched to war against the young races of Amalur. Against a mortal army, no matter the power of their god, we might have been victorious. But the Fae are creatures of magic, not bound by the laws of life and death. Each Tuatha fallen on the battlefield would soon rise again, for the Fae do not know death as we do. How could we stand against such a force? For 10 years the war raged. For 10 years the armies of Men and Alpha fought and died. But as our numbers dwindled, we knew that it was only a matter of time.
Oh man.
Our fate had been written. At least, that is what we believed. Until you died.
It's a little fast. Until you died. This is the opening to The Crow, Amalur edition. The misunderstood villain. Get to my cell phone. Nice. Bring out your dead. Bring out your dead.
What do you think this one is then? Alpha? Garan? Could even be a Jotun. Always a surprise, eh, Garan?
Eyes on the job, boy. Don't matter what it is. Dead's dead. And be thankful for that. All we've seen. Go on and pull back the sheet, though. It'll need to be in our report, one way or the other.
You did, Axiomatic. All right. Let's see what we got here. This is the so I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see a dragon pop up and for someone to be like, "Oh, you took a pretty good hit there. Perhaps if you travel with us, you might find another." I'm waiting for someone to be there, and then for Trendane to come in with one of his 758,000 voices. What's up, Dragon? How you doing, man? It's a one-shot, although, you know, who knows? If I end up loving this game, maybe I will do this after I finish Operencia if it's like the most amazing game of all time. We'll see. All right, the Almain are a warlike and religious nation of a storied origin. Many Almain come to the Phalanx seeking freedom while honoring the traditions of their homeland. Alchemy +1, persuasion +1, blacksmithing +2. Okay. I don't like the warlike part. I like the persuasion part. Hardened by the high seas, the Varani are just as frequently pirates and mercenaries as they are shrewd merchants. They favor swords and daggers as seaworthy weapons. Detect hidden +1, lockpicking +2, mercantile +1. Okay. The Yulsafar are a proud and ancient people from the frozen lands of the north. Yulsafar judge themselves fit to divine right from wrong under wind, sun, and sky, and meet an even-handed justice. Justice. Alchemy +1, dispelling +2, or sagecraft +1. Okay. Or Dokalfar, renowned as sophisticated students of magic and diplomacy. While they do not shy from conflict, they prefer to resolve disputes subtly and with grace, or efficiently in silence. Yeah, there we go. That's me. Really? Is that how she does diplomacy? I mean, practical. Impractical. Anyway. Okay. Athene, goddess of wisdom and art, +10% mana. Okay. Goddess of love and beauty, 5% health, 1% chance to critically hit. Okay. Death, Balin, god of death, no. Fate, mana regen per second, maybe. Poison damage, poison resistance, or you get +1% experience bonus. Interesting. So you could have no god and then get more experience. Wisdom or... I like this idea. Lyria, the goddess of fate, magic, and luck. Preset 1, preset 2, preset 1, maybe. Preset 2, no. Preset 3, what? Preset 4, Preset... Hello, my name is Drist. Let's go with that. I can adjust, right? Yeah. That's not bad, actually. Let's go with that. Okay. Drizzend. It's an elven samurai. Or an elven ninja. I don't make that too dark, that eyeshadow. Stubble color, yeah, that's... This is the kind of customization I need. Stubble color. Stubble intensity. It's intense. This isn't going to matter because I'm not keeping this beard. Alright. Let's just be clear. Hairstyle. Alright, let's start from the beginning. No. Wait. This is easier. Maybe. Let's do it that way so we can get a better sense. I feel like I'm listening to Harry Potter, by the way, on this music. No. It's okay. No. No. What? No. No. It's not terrible. No. It's boring. Oh, I love it. I love how all games come up with hair. We all live in a yellow submarine. If I wanted to be a 1960s Beatle, I could do this. Oh, what? Okay, no. How about no? Where was the one that I saw? Wait. Yeah, let's go with that. Alright, now, hair color. Ooh. My physical characteristics right here. Alright, let's take care of the facial hair. Yeah. This is tempting. What's up, bub? I don't want to play Wolverine, though. Ah! Oh my god, it's swearing. Someone goes over to your yard and they take your milkshake. They drink your milkshake. Dude, I'm so tempted. I'm so tempted to do this. Oh my goodness, I'm so tempted. All right, well, first of all, let's get the. Yeah, I am so tempted to do that. All right, let's see what else there is. No. That's okay, but that's a little too Errol Flynn, I think. Now that's me. This is basically if we were playing me. No, no, no. What? No. So basically the choices are between this or this. I'm very, very tempted. I'm so tempted to do Beard, not Day-Lewis. Beard, not Day-Lewis. But look, though, Echo. Look. Someone steals your car keys. I'm so tempted to do this. I think I'm going to do this. I normally would. I mean, because again, if I were doing me, I would do this. But this is kind of too good to pass up. That clearly is my eyebrow color. I come from the strange race where my eyebrow color is completely different from every part of my facial hair. How about no? How about we not do that? How's that sound? Hammerlock. It's so good though, Echo. It's so good. You know what I'm saying? Like oh man. Okay, now jewelry. No, no. No, God no. Why would I ruin my mustache by putting that freaking... acting like I'm a bull with a ring through my nose? Ugh. I don't like nose rings anyway. Ugh, ugh, ugh. God, worse and worse. No, no, no. Well, I mean, that's okay. What? What? Ugh, what? No. What the... Jeez, God almighty. How about no? All right, tattoos? No. What? Mike Tyson. I am the sun! Yeah, I'm not likely to... I don't like tattoos anyway, so I'm not likely to be using any of these. Ooh, dark and mysterious. I'm really confused. This is quite a tattoo. Yeah, no. We're gonna skip all that. No tattoo. Okay. I think that's all. I think we got it. I am pleased with this. Okay. I'm actually pleased with this guy.
He's a Docklefar. No surprise there. Seen a lot of them, though not usually in this good a shape. All right then, make sure it goes into the report. You know he'll want all the details.
Amazing how well the body held up. Better than I've seen.
I'm just glad it's not moving. Must have been born under a lucky star, this one.
Anything else we need?
Unless you'd like to name him, I think we're done. Put him with the others.
No. We know what we name him.
Well, that's it for you then. Better luck next time.
Dang. This is reminding me of the opening to Planescape also. Oh my god, I love the puzzle. Oh! This is creepy. Oh my god. Wow. He's only mostly dead. Yeah, I don't... I really appreciate their body of work. Oh yeah, all right. Whoa, my God, super sensitive. Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Let's calm down there a little bit with sensitivity, huh? Okay, that's all the same. Yeah, let's calm down on that. This is extremely sensitive. No, 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 that's still way too sensitive. Wow. Let's take it easy. Okay. Okay. That looks better. Wow. Yeah. I'd walked out of a pile. I gotta come up with it. I gotta get up. Gotta come up with an accent for this guy. I'd seen enough of death in my time. But when I walked up on a pile of bodies, I knew the time had come to change. I was in an underground cavern surrounded by birds. In a way, it would have been beautiful if I'd been reading about it in a story instead of living it myself. But the buzzing of the flies made me realize this wasn't no ordinary day, and ain't no ordinary morning. You're damn right it's a Wild West accent. Let me explain something to you, Dragon Spear. Just because a man has a mustache, that don't mean that he's got some noble blood. I've always been able to talk my way out of problems, but part of what I do is based upon the glory of my mustache. So you just sit there with your combination name, looking at one of the great playwrights of our time combined with one of the great mythical creatures, and you thank your lucky stars that you were born the way you were, not on a pile of corpses. I don't know what you're talking about. This is like... I did not think that Amalur was this dark to begin with. Like, good God. Suddenly Dark Souls. Ooh, the roll. Oh, what? The roll. Hut, hut, hut. Experiment disposal. Secrecy is still important in our work, requiring specialized disposal of unfortunate failures. Piling remains have become a concern in the lower caverns, so an incinerator has been added to deal with the wastes. This should make disposal work slightly less horrible, although you should avoid drinking water from downstream of the ash dumps. Hardly a fitting rest for the poor things, but if it's any consolation, these weren't their original bodies in the first place. Fomerous hues. That's it. I can't take that cleaver? Why couldn't I take the cleaver? I need a weapon. Man. What the heck? Sorry. We've got stuff in both directions. Aha! I shall take the rusty longsword. Okay. Primary. Rusty longsword. Okay. Wow. That is a long longsword. Okay. And then nope, nope, nope. Quest log contains all of your quests. You can set your active quest by selecting a quest and pressing enter. Okay. Well, right now my quest is real easy. It's out of the darkness. I woke up in a pile of corpses somewhere deep underground. I have no memory of who I am and no clue where I am. I need to find a way out of here. What's up, Arudinel? How you doing, man? Okay. Trying to decide if it makes more sense. Go this way. Wow. That is quite something. Gold. Oh, I can't. Okay. Well, that's convenient. I guess I know where I'm going then. So there's no jump button? Interesting. Oh, wait. Okay.
They're all over. Run!
Whoa.
Scatter, children of dust! Scatter before the might of the Tuatha!
Dang. First game to make rusty weapons look actually rusty. I know, it's true. Oh, God. Nice. That dude has a serious overswing. Die, giant rat.
No child,
Stay away!
I was glad that they were fighting rats, that they were fighting themselves while I was fighting rats. That is not a pleasant looking rat. Okay, well, we don't have a sewer level yet, but we do have giant rats. We need a spot. Oh, okay. Exactly, Rude. No, exactly. I like how I hit that, and as it blows up, and like he hears all these things rattling, he's like, my job is done. Ooh. Okay.
Help! Anybody!
This music is reminding me of Star Wars.
you! Up there, please help me!
Oh, I can.
Please! More mortal.
Nice. And now I'm going to put on my better armor. He's like, thank you for saving me. I'm like, just a second, I need to improve what I have. There we go. Worn leggings. Nice. They do, right? What's up, Marinda? I'm glad, Echo. So things, yeah, I can't say getting back to normal, but at least you're moving in the right direction. Hey, what's up, Kerflop? So far, I like it. I mean, I just started like 5 minutes ago, but...
Oh, thank you. Thank you. If you hadn't come along, wait. I've seen you before. On the slab. You were dead.
Can't prove it.
Worked. By the tome, it worked. You're alive.
I'm not dead.
No, clearly not anymore. But you were. The Well of Souls remade your body. We thought you were another failure.
This is Kingdoms of Amalur,
Well,
Kerflop.
restored your soul
You stole
to
my
your
mustache.
body, and it worked.
I appreciate your mustache.
Professor Hughes right away. He'll have questions for you.
I appreciate your mustache. This is Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. This was the one of two, actually no, the only game that ever came out from 38 Studios, published by them. It was made by Big Huge Games. This features Bob Salvatore's lore, and it was a game. It's now been picked up actually by THQ Nordic. They own the rights, and so the hope is that they might do something more with this game further on. So we'll see. No, it's not a series. It's only a single game. There was a DLC that came out for it, and I don't know if they're going to do more with it, but the fact that Nordic picked it up is a good sign, so we will see. Exactly, Rogan. I was only mostly dead. There's a big reason between dead and mostly dead. Okay, let's see. Who was Hughes?
Professor Former is Hughes. The Well of Souls is his life's work. The Tuatha are coming into the lower levels. If we hurry, we should be able to beat them to the top. Take these. They'll help keep you safe long enough to get to Hughes. Now, let's get going!
Minor healing potion. Nice.
Oh,
Who are these
my.
attackers?
You don't know? Perhaps the process damaged your memory. They are the Tuatha Deo, the enemy of all the young races. We've never seen them this far inland. Not even during the invasion. I don't know why they're here.
Yeah, I heard that this game made enough money that they could have survived as a studio. The problem was that the MMO drained them, which is reason number 6 million why people should not use an MMO as a kind of entry-level game. Like, that's not the way to start with it. But it's interesting about KOA 2. You'd think that Nordic would actually be willing to put out KOA 2 because they have rights to both of them. I don't know whether there's an EA thing going on with that or whatever, but... okay, let's see. What about my death? Tell me about my death, good mustache man.
I wish I could tell you more.
You lie.
You showed no signs of life when we removed your new body from the well's waters.
Oh.
We just put it in the furnace room with the others.
What?
We would have never done that if we knew.
What about the Well of Souls?
The Well of Souls is just ahead. You'll see. And it works. It restored you to life. There will be plenty of time to explain later. We've got to get going.
Right, Tren? It came out a little later. I think Amalur first came out in 2012, and Skyrim is 2011, so it's a little later. But it's yeah, within the ballpark, though, JTW, yeah. Probably, yeah. Okay. But still, though, you know, but having said that, though, Rudinal, if the game's all finished, you give it a graphics polish, and you could probably do pretty well with it, especially if people thought of it as this plus this other game, you know, like, I don't know, the definitive edition, the Game of the Year edition, whatever you want to call it. You put them together, like, this is $20 on Steam. If you put both of those games together, sell them on Steam and GOG, and even on Switch, and you do that for, like, I don't know, $40, you could get a lot of content out of that and get people really fired up for the new game that you wanted to work. So, it's a good question. That's a good question, Rogan. All right, where's Hughes?
He'll be in his study on the ground floor of the tower. At least, I hope he's there. And safe.
Running pretty nicely. Goodbye.
Let me get this door, and we can be on our way.
Let me get this chest and we can be on our
Right
way,
this
you
way.
mean?
You go first.
We'll do that just as soon as I figure out what I need to wear. So you take it easy. Okay, inventory and equip items by highlighting, pressing enter, double-clicking, right-clicking and equip, or left-click. Okay, so basically all the sensible things. All right. Yeah, much better. Much, much better. I still wish I had more than a tattered shirt, but we're getting there. Okay, what else is here? Can't loot him, apparently. I hope you don't mind my destroying things. You might want to get out of the way, little man. I'm about to destroy your entire laboratory. Don't worry, though. It's all going to a good cause. Loot treasure sack. Yeah, battered armor. That's what I like to hear. I like that sound of that. Battered armor. It's better than what I got. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Guess who didn't skip arm day? Hello. Oh yeah, for sure, Rudno. Dang. Let me show you how I bench press. Okay. For a minute, I thought I had just destroyed that area. I'm like, wait, what? Okay. I bet this is doing wonders for my rusty longsword. I wonder if you can damage your longsword. If you can damage your weapons.
Come on! There's no time to waste!
My bad.
Move! Move!
First of all, I'm going to save the game if that's all the same to you. Can you adjust it? Okay. You can't change the name of the save, but you can delete the ones you have. That's good. No arm shaming. A rousing bout of fisticuffs? There were a couple times where I might have caused people problems back in the taverns. That looks like there's something around there I can get. No, I guess not. Alright. Alright, lead the way, little man.
This is what they're after. Our greatest invention. The Well of Souls. Imagine an end to war. An end to death.
Dang. Screenshot. That's pretty cool. That's pretty impressive right there. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, well, I mean, so far it's just a lot of button mashing, honestly, but I'm excited to see more of it. Oh my god, it's the Mandalorian explosives. Whoa! We didn't get here in time.
We need to get you to Professor Hughes.
Aren't you upset that you just saw them blowing up the Well of Souls? Let's calm down, little man. I need to loot everything. I'm running around in a vest and a... I just woke up on a pile of corpses 5 minutes ago. Give me a break, alright? Okay, that's shift. That's sprint. This is me running really fast. Really fast. Not fast. Really fast. Not fast. I hate when my Well of Souls blows up. That's it, Rhiannon. You got it. Save it at will. You got it. I'm running. I'm running. Running away.
In one of the storerooms. See if you can find anything useful.
I'll do what I can. Get out of my way, little man. Flimsy greaves and a lockpick. I love it. Okay, flimsy greaves. That is definitely... What am I wearing right now? 6 armor, 5% critical hit damage. 5 armor. But more block efficiency. Oh, wait. That's stupid. I'm comparing the wrong things. Old boots. Yeah, okay, now this is much better. There we go. These are not particularly well matched, but... Yeah, I just realized that JTW, I'm like, the experimental one. I like the idea of an experimental storeroom, actually. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Gloves. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. Okay. Got the healing potions. And I got the lockpick. Okay. Getting there. Experimental one of souls. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to want to wear... I'm obviously going to want to modify this later to a character that fits more what this dude is. Do they have ranged weapons in this? Is there like a... I mean, other than just an arrow? I assume they don't have flintlocks or anything, right? Probably. That looks like I could get some weapons here. Aha! Time for me to equip a shield. Woof! First I don't have one, then I have one. Blocked. Ooh, okay. Oh, ooh, nice, nice, nice. Very cool. Oh, thank you to the anonymous gifter, whoever that is, for gifting a sub to JTW158. Thank you, and welcome to the Arvanauts, JTW. I hope you enjoy your sub and enjoy the emotes and consider renewing it when that sub is over. Thanks, anonymous gifter. And by the way, for subs, just again, a quick reminder for those of you who might have missed this. Thank you for the resub, Dragon Spear, the 32-month resub. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Thanks, dude. Just a quick reminder, folks, by the way, about this situation. So very soon, subs are going to be getting a pretty awesome new perk. And all I'm going to say is that there may be some art involved. I am super excited to explain what I mean, but you're going to like even more than you do now, I hope, any subs that you might have. So it's going to be pretty sweet. Hello, Arenth. What's up? 32 millenniums. All right. Let's do that. Oh, and
Wait.
also...
Do you hear something?
No, should I? Also, I also wanted to mention one other thing. Okay. I also wanted to mention one other thing, which is... Didn't get your original art of what? What do you mean? What original art? No, not new tattoos. And it does not include raisins, Kerflop. I do? No? Are you talking about... Are you talking about something relating to one of the... Okay, Discord me because I don't remember what you're talking about, Dragon. And I want to know so I can get you whatever you need. And you should have reminded me anyway. Still no answer. Okay, yeah, Discord me and remind me because honestly, like, I'm tired and I've been, like, working, like, a lot of time, so... Yeah, I'm sorry, Dragon, if I'm forgetting what it is, because I'm just thinking of, like, 4 different things it could be. So just drop me a line and remind me, and I'll try to follow up with them again, whoever it is. A plushy raisin with his mustache. Anyways, you're going to want that definitely from Terry's stuff. So, yeah, in fact, send me just send me a quick one right now, Dragon, so I can just think if I remember of it. We're not going to have guess what we are never going to have on this channel, and a raisin plushie. Okay. In all seriousness, please do not get me a joke plushie that I am going to throw out when I get it. I appreciate it, but please no. Okay. So yeah, Dragon, just send me a message, I guess. I'll try to do this. I'll try to look at it later. I don't remember what you're talking about exactly, but I want to make sure that you're getting whatever you should have gotten. So a joke plushie that's not a raisin but comes from California. If it has anything whatsoever to do with the current monstrous human being, if he is one, in the currently occupying the White House, please do not send anything relating to that. Okay. Oh god. Okay.
You're going to need more than just that sword. That one had a bow. Get it?
A bow? Where? Who had a bow? What? Did I already get the bow? I'm not mean cruel. Okay. Right. I don't... Oh, that one. Okay. I thought you meant one of the ones I actually killed. Okay. Let me equip it. Crude birch longbow. Okay. Aha. Okay. Change your active to your secondary with Q. Whoa. What? Oh no! Okay, arrows fill automatically after a short period. Nice. What's up, Ten of Clubs? How you doing? Hi, Ten. No, he's not pissing me off. He's just worrying me because he's talking about something that I don't understand. What? Oh, wait. Oh, who shot me? Who shot me? Oh, who the frick? Who is this guy? Hey! Can I zoom in?
Archers up ahead. Let's shoot them before they see us.
I think they saw us, dude. Oh, I like auto aims. Okay. Not gonna make anyone...
Go!
Not gonna make anyone forget about Legolas, but... I just want to be like... Choo choo choo! Pew pew pew! I heard it through the grapevine. Okay. Unleash a powerful ranged shot. What the freak? I don't... Well, when it locks on, man. Aha. Rusty leg plates. Right now I'm wearing 6 plus 5%. Ah, okay. I see, I see. Okay, that's good to know, actually. Take all. Tattered documents. Alright, let's see what the tattered documents say. Who's calling me? The NRCC. Is that the National Republican... Let me be clear. If the National Republican Congressional Committee is calling me, you're calling the wrong people. You want to waste your resources on calling me. That's a... That'll be the day. Legolas. Lego man. Okay. Trying to figure out what this art style reminds me of. I mean, I can see where the MMO-ish I mean, I know this was not one, but I can see where people might say that, but it doesn't... It reminds me a little bit of Lord of the Rings Online graphics. A little bit. It's better, obviously, but it reminds me a little bit of that.
If you catch an enemy unaware, their speed more than makes up for their size.
That's great. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but... Okay, I can jump down. Oh, really? No kidding, Kerflop. Yeah, I mean, it's running pretty nice. I mean, it ought to run pretty nicely on this system, but... Okay, daggers are a special kind of weapons preferred by rogues. Okay. Whoa. I love how he's an expert at it the minute he picks it up. Just instantaneously an expert. Okay, this is obviously better. We're like gradually suiting up from like boots all the way up to the top. Alright. Let's save it. Okay. Out of India.
More up ahead. If you can sneak up on them with your daggers, you should be able to finish them quickly and quietly.
Ooh, I like that. How do I sneak? How do I sneak? Wait. Okay. How do I move slowly? You'll be digested slowly. Okay. Right. Attack. Blah blah blah. Stealth toggle is C. Okay. Whoops. Wait, what? I am pressing C. It's not doing anything. What's up, Def Mole? Yeah, giving this a try. This was voted upon by chat, so... Yeah, no, I know. I actually saw that. In fact, I might do that. I think that's better. But what I'm trying to figure out is the stealth. What's up, Marworks? Yeah, C for sneak. Yeah, I know it's not on GOG yet, which surprises me a little bit. Stealth toggle is C. That does say C, right? I'm not making that up. How do I know if I'm in stealth? Okay. Oh, okay. Only when I get to that spot. Oh, sweet. Brutal technique. Oh my god. Okay, we're completely doing rogue. That's awesome. 100%. That's awesome. 1000% we're going to be a rogue. Okay. So, this is... We got this one. Yeah, look at us. Look at us equipping ourselves just from bottom to top. Although I don't know how stealthy this is, but... I'm the stealthiest armor wearer you've ever seen.
Mistake of the gods, easily corrected. Look at the mortal vermin scatter.
That's pretty sweet. Okay. Alright. I dig it. And more gold. Stealthy but less damage. Is that what it is? Yeah, notice how I am not affected at all. Oh man, I'm thinking about Dark Souls. If I had this on in Dark Souls, I'd be like, cool, like the famous fat roll, you know. Oh man. So how is it looking for everybody on your end? How is it? Is it smooth? How's it looking in terms of the gameplay, etc.? Lovely. Okay. The fatty roll. Thank you. Good. I'm glad. Thank you for letting me know. What?
Cave blossoms only respond in the presence of magic. Perhaps there is more to you than it seems.
Okay. Use the number keys to equip one of your active abilities. Dang.
What are you?
I'm everything. I'm Batman. I'm just a drifter down on his luck, friend. Can I stealthily hit people with Stormbolt? There you go, exactly you, Christensen. And then stealthily hit with Stormbolt. Because I'm imagining myself that way, like either a guns. So I want to do one of two things. I either want to be a gunslinging rogue, or I want to be a roguish, like a stealthy character with magic, like a spell slinger, kind of like an arcane trickster, I guess, but you know, more of the quiet kill type. It allows multi-classes. Yeah, I don't love multi-classing most of the time. Oh, those are spiders. That is definitely a spider.
Save your magic for when you need it.
I'll do that. I'll save my magic for when I need it for sure. Because eventually this... See, I saved my magic. Jerk. Take all. Torn robes. Okay. So this is like the alternate loadout, right? Let's see. 30% mana regen. That's kind of cool. And I can still... Okay. But I can still block. With my kite shield. The Magissassin. Yeah, it wasn't really this game, Marworks. It was the other stuff, the MMO that they were trying to work on. This game actually made enough money that it was viable, but they made a silly decision in terms of what they chose to focus on next, and that really cost them. Yeah, it looks like that, Rhiannon, yeah. Pick up spider memo. Regarding the spiders. Hughes, per your request, we finally got the spider problem under control. Claude will try to take credit for an efficient cleansing with his Praetorians, but I feel he overstates his case and fails to recognize the value that my own quick thinking and scholarly work provided to this successful operation. While overseeing the spider purge, I noticed that those guards who were affected by spider venom exhibited stiffness of joints and tightening of skin, symptoms that suggest a possible solution for the eternal cohesion problems of some of the well's creations. I would have studied these symptoms in more depth at the time, but the guards willfully and flagrantly, they smelled so good, flagrantly disobeyed my orders to delay application of antitoxins. As such, I request that we capture some of these spiders in order to harvest their venom and for future testing. Furthermore, I trust that these insubordinate guards will be punished immediately. For my steadfast pursuit of knowledge, I require no medal nor promotion. All I would ask is that you please reassign me off of subject disposal detail. Goran Borigan. Yeah, it is, although, you know, it's been picked up again, Marworks. This is now owned by THQ Nordic, and they have been able to do games before. If there's enough interest in it, I could absolutely see them doing something like this again. Like developing it, or... I don't like... Okay, only problem with this robe... Alright, chat. What's the one aesthetic problem with this robe? Look at it as I'm running around. What's the one aesthetic problem with this robe? What's the one problem? You said it, you Christensen. You said it. And it's its own thing. It's the cloak, right? Like, what is that cape? No, not the boots. It's about the robe. It's the cape. I mean, what is that? That thing is barely as big as what's-his-face that's next to me. Come on now. We need a long, flowing cape, you know? Right, exactly. And they've done that with a couple of other type of games, too, I believe, Rogan. So, you know, THQ Nordic is fine. So this is cool. So you can switch from secondary to primary, and you've got your spell keyed to another mouse button, which is pretty clever. Yeah, this doesn't look ominous. Uh-huh. I will take that. Hand wraps. Plus 10% mana regen. Yep, that's better than gauntlets for me. Yeah, there we go. I love how I was building myself up to armor, and now I'm like stripping back down. I'm like, maybe I don't want to do that. Maybe I want to be this. Oh, there were two other things. Consumables. Minor mana, minor serpent's venom. Increases the damage you do with poison-based attacks. That's if I want to be the Witcher. And then we've got items. Which includes these things, like the Spider-Man. Okay. Let's save it. Oh, actually, you know what? Quick save. Okay. I just did quick save and quick load. I think that's right. Yep. Nice. So it has quick save and quick load. Outstanding. Yep, overwrite. Exactly. There you go. There you go, Miranda. That's the key. It's all about the look. Miranda, it's all about the look. I like the color palette, too. This reminds me a bit of, Dragon, you were talking about this the other day. This reminds me a bit of the Dwemer, you know, in Skyrim. Just this particular section.
Save your magic for when you need it.
If I need you to lecture me, little man, I'll ask you. I haven't decided yet, Rogan, but so far I'm enjoying this. So I haven't decided, but I'm right close to the end of Operencia. I'm like one session more of that, basically, maybe 1.5. So then after that, I could see myself going, I don't know. I have to think about it because I have to wait and see. I was almost going the wrong way. I have to make sure that I want to make sure that I give this more time before I decide one way or the other, but I could see it. And then I would play Detroit Become Human after that. So we shall see. That wasn't predictable at all. Nice try. Ah, the staff. I told you to forbid the wizard's staff. Okay, 9 fire damage. although, hey, that's pretty sweet though.
It completely covered the tunnel. Maybe you can use that staff to burn a path through.
You were saying. That's pretty slick. Napalm, exactly. What's up, Olives? Yeah, I am, yeah, you know, I've been thinking about it for a while, and I know... Whoops.
Burn them!
I know Bob Salvatore a little bit. I actually I've told this story before, but I sat next to him at a signing at Gen Con when I was doing a signing for one of my things. And he was awesome. We just got, he's this really heavy Boston accent. And we just got into this big discussion of democratic politics and how Obama was awesome and all this stuff was great. Yeah. So, and obviously his knowledge is unparalleled when it comes to the world of fantasy. So that's cool. He's also a good... Behind the scenes, he's a guy that fights hard for his friends. He fights hard for people. And so... That's... Oh, God. Flip-flops? Really? Flip-flops? I did mean R.A. Salvatore. I did mean Bob Salvatore. Yeah, his name is Bob, though. That's what he goes by most of the time. But I did mean R.A. Salvatore. He did the lore for this world. I hate flip-flops, man. Like, what? Ugh. All right, I'm going to wear them for stats, but as soon as I can switch them to something better, I'm going to do that. I hate flip-flops. Ugh. That is... Ugly. Yep. Yep, absolutely, Marworks. He's, I don't know if you were here when I said he's the guest of honor at Gen Con this year. You know, a huge gaming convention. He's the author guest of honor as part of our Writers' Symposium. Assuming we have that. I really hope we do. But yeah. Okay. What the flip? Maybe this way? I don't actually remember where I'm going. I guess here because, yeah. That's slick. Okay. What's up, Burner? Mage flip-flops. See, that's what I'm saying. Mage flip-flops. The sound effects. Here's the thing. I don't know about... I like, in real life, anytime I try to wear flip-flops, they're painful. Like, they as you're running, like, people who run in flip-flops, I'm like, what the... You know, because they're just hitting against your... Thank you for the follow, Olives. Welcome to the Argonauts. You're like... It's like pulling back against your toe, and you're like... I don't particularly like sandals either. Mostly, I just want my feet covered. I don't, you know, unless I'm swimming. But other than that, I want my feet covered. And so that's part of it. I just don't like, but, ugh, flip-flops. I just don't see how they're comfortable in an action environment. That was pretty funny. I didn't mean to do that, but... Ooh. Did you guys see that? Okay, that's awesome. That's slick. Wow. That's awesome. That looks great. Wow. Yes. Yes, we are, Echo. I haven't decided the exact organization yet, but I have a couple of good ideas. And yes, it will be to benefit that for sure. It's the druids. They need to be one with nature. Yeah, but like, I'm a wizard, man. I'm not a druid. I appreciate nature as much as the next guy, but...
Die, Twatha bastard! Wait, you're not one of them. Insult, yet alive! And who's this? That's what I intend to find out. He came out of the well. What? Then he'd better get inside to see the old man. Quick, before those Twatha make another push. This is where we part ways. Take whatever you want from this armory. We might have a few things that would fit you. Just make sure you get your shoes. We can hold off the Tuatha here.
Ooh. I need more help.
I suppose these might be able to help. If the Tuatha realize what you are, you'll need them.
Thank you. Nice. More potions. Where is Hughes?
He's directly ahead, in his study. Just keep going past the top of the well.
I appreciate
it. Right now, you're the most valuable thing in his world.
I couldn't...
I'll see you on the outside, if fate wills it.
I couldn't resist it.
Go on. There isn't time to waste.
I couldn't resist it, Olives. Okay, goodbye.
I'll see you on the outside.
All right. Sorry, I've got to go pick up everything I can. Dude, this staff is... This thing is badass. I may be changing my mind to just be a straight up, like, war mage. I like the stealthy, but... Maybe I could be stealth... What? Actually, maybe a stealthy mage. So I go, like... And then whoop him! Does that make sense? Like, does this look particularly stealthy? Would you be like, oh, stealth? You can't see me. You can't see me right now. I'm stealthy. I'm stealthy. And then wah! God, look, Miranda. All right, look. I'm trying to... No, Olives, you people are not helping. What you need to be like is, oh, yeah, Arv, we totally can't see you. I mean, you are just like a ghost. Like, we thought you disappeared off the screen. Like, I mean, don't be telling me stuff about a big staff and flame doesn't fit with stealth, okay? You know. Yeah, the sneakiest.
We Praetorians are tempered in battle.
No one has ever been sneaky. I mean, the truth is, I prefer... See, so generally, my favorite characters to play are ranger characters, and then sorcerer characters, and then monks of some kind. But I do love stealth games, and if you can get a game where you have some stealth involved, that's why I was wondering if it made any sense to do this. Yeah, thank you, Miranda. Even the cam turned off exactly. I was just like, now the time has come for stealth. Oh, wait. My thing isn't even working because of the thing. Hold on a second. There we go. Suddenly, I'm in stealth. Wait, what? Damn it, what is that? Why is it not working? Why is that not working? Current game, yes. Current game folder, yes. Why is it not working? Hold on just a second, people. Just want to check something. That works. I'm going to try to pretend that this isn't telling me anything. There we go. Stealth. Suddenly, I'm stealthy. I'm out of stealth. I'm in stealth. Stealth. Out of stealth. Stealth. Out of stealth. Well, isn't it supposed to work, though? There you go. See, exactly axiomatic. That's exactly right. That's right. That's exactly right. No, but isn't it supposed to be that I just put on, like... Isn't it supposed to be like with my not quite 4-year-old that I can just put a blanket over my head and I instantly disappear? Are you cutting and pasting, Miranda? Because listen.
Go see Hughes. We haven't got much time.
Ooh, what do we got?
Simple cloth frees your body and mind. That's why mages prefer it.
I think I already have simple cloth, don't I? Oh, shoot. It's the same shoes. I was really excited for a minute.
Leather armor is thin, but will give you the speed to reach an enemy's throat.
See, but that's the thing. These things, flip-flops do not free your mind. You know what you think of when you're wearing flip-flops? You think, ow, 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 ow. That's what you think. That's what actually happens. Increases my mana regen, but... The robe looks okay. I just want a better robe. You should wear Crocs. Exactly. So I better curl these toes. Exactly. So, do you later on in the game? Do you get things that customize this look a little bit? Like, do I get robes that look a little better, and do I have to wear flip flops for the whole freaking game? Or I'm just curious. And no, I don't just care about the look.
Plate armor. Nothing protects quite like layers of impervious metal.
Yeah, well, that's cool, but.
A lot of good gnomes died today. You'd better be worth it.
Need to use the tip of your feet, not the heels.
If you can walk, you don't need my help.
You can salve it, but does it look different though, Olives? Can you make? I mean, can you get stuff that looks different? Is my question. Mordekainen's designer flip flops. Look, all right. My point is, look. Just for a moment, okay? Indulge me. Okay, look, like epic robes, leggings, flip flops. Like really, robe, leggings, awesome, flip flops, awesome, flip flops, awesome, flip flops. Come on, like what? I mean, gee, like really. It sure does, depending on the kind of fabrics. But I mean, I could get fabrics that would be suitable for a mage / maybe stealthy rogue that would still not require me to have flip-flops. I just want to make sure I don't have to wear flip-flops, basically. Have mage faith. All right.
Go see Hughes. We haven't got much time.
Okay. I think I got everything here, so... This looks not ominous at all. Screenshot. That's fair, Marinda. This is what I'm saying, like armored flip-flops? That would be even worse. Can you imagine having a metal thing in between your toes as you run? Like, oh, get ready for some tetanus. Zoop, 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 zoop. It's just, the rust just like rubs between the toes. You're just like, argh. That might be, yeah, I might do that, Arudno. I might have to do that. I don't know. I can't, ugh. What the heck? Aha. Well, progress log. Experiments are now successfully recreating bodies 97.5% of the time. Any missing limbs or extra fingers are now probably how the original subject looked rather than a magical flux on our end. However, full revivification still eludes us. Even with increased testing, products are nothing more than inert lumps of skin and bone, although the occasional spasm or twitch does allow hope of full success in the future. I know that some of you complain we should use cadavers and skip the corpse recreation altogether, but you must know we'd never be allowed to experiment with a subject's actual body. We may be working to recreate life, but that hardly allows us to desecrate the dead. Any further complaints can be brought to me directly. Formerus Hughes. Clank curl, clank curl. Oh God, Rhiannon, that's dark. Yeesh. God, it's interesting though, this is not what I expected when I ended up on a pile of corpses. I thought it was like some demon realm or something. Still pretty dark, but... Up. The autosave. You know what that means, chat. Screenshot. Never judge a person until you've walked a mile in their shoes. That way you're a mile away and they're barefoot. Yep. I'm waiting. Whoa. No, actually there is a website that you can go to check. I don't know if it's just United States wide, but you can check your county. It goes down all the way to the level of county in each of the states. And it shows you, it grades how well you're doing based upon like mobility, like how many people are moving, how like moving around, going different places. And we are an A. We are actually one of the best counties in the country. And New York City is one of the best places in the country, which is necessary because New York is right now the epicenter of this, but it's coming everywhere. I mean, everywhere is going to be affected by this. And, you know, the only one in Europe right now that's handled it really well has been Germany, where the death rates have been down because they did lots of constant testing and, stuff like that. So it's just, you know, the end of all this, hundreds of thousands of people dead, so many of whom didn't need to because of dithering and delay on the political level is very frustrating to me, but we're hanging in there. I don't remember, Miranda. I want to say it's like COVID-19. Hashtag stay home. Exactly. Thank you, Mrs. Dunsel. Stay home and hang out with us. Thank you, Mrs. Dunsel, for the resub. I hope you were hanging in there as well, Mrs. Dunsel. Well, I don't want to out where you are, but I'll just say that, you know, they are also, the Dunsels are also, you know, having to deal with being in the middle of things. So, yeah, I hope you folks are doing well. Good to see you, Mrs. Dunsel. Thank you. I think it's like, the website is like, oh God, Miranda, I don't remember if it's like COVID-19 county or something. If you do a Google search for county and like grade and like coronavirus or COVID-19 and then stay at home or not, it's something like that, should work. I just don't remember exactly what it was. All right, Mrs. Dunsel, since you just resubbed and arrived, I have to ask your opinion. So, okay, you can see my character, Arvin Eleron, right? Dramatic, impressive, clearly did not skip leg day, and then flip-flops. Now I ask you, is this any way for a well-respecting wizard, a self-respecting wizard, excuse me, to be dressed? Flip-flops? Awesome. Flip-flops. Awesome. Flip-flops. Like, no. You don't tell her what to say. Hello, little man. I'm going to have a French toast bagel.
You've made it, and look at you. Even with all you've been through. The Tuatha, your return from the dead. Please forgive me. You
Sure,
must
no problem.
be terribly confused by all of this. I am Fomerus Hughes, and this is my laboratory at Alistar. Everything you see here is dedicated to one thing, the Well of Souls, the pursuit of immortality. And you're my first success. If we only had the time, there's so much we might learn from one another.
Let's talk about my death.
I wish I could tell you more, but your death is a mystery to me as well. It seems that your memory died with your body. You see, the well is designed to capture the soul of someone recently deceased, recreating their physical form within its waters.
I want to say something about that in a minute, Axiomatic.
Your rebirth is the first we might truly call a success. There have been others, but the results weren't quite right.
I'm not sure if that's the one, though, Rudinell, because I think the CDC one doesn't update as quickly. Maybe I'm wrong, but there's one that literally shows basically how well you're staying in place, like how well you're listening to the shelter at home thing. I don't know if that's it or not, to be honest with you. It doesn't? Yeah, I don't remember exactly. Maybe Miranda can post it. It's interesting, though, to kind of see what's there. I was going to say, Axiomatic, that doesn't it feel a little bit odd that this guy is this calm about it? He's just like, I have been working on this for many decades, and now that it's almost destroyed, I'm going to talk. Like, wouldn't he be, like, losing his you-know-what? Like, just running around, like, just, ah! You know what I'm saying? Like, just, oh, man. So who are you?
I am Fomerus Hughes, Scholar of Vivification Prime Circle. We're standing above my life's work, the Well of Souls.
Your life's work is destroyed.
There's so much to learn about you, though. I imagine it's all a bit muddled. A side effect of the prismere? Shape of the basin? No. If only we had more time.
By the way, Tren would completely nail this voice. Tren, I would love to hear you set loose on that voice. It's a minor setback. I'm the MacGuffin. Well, no, you know what this is? Actually, you know what that makes me, Axiomatic? I am the Captain America of this game, right? Because that's, like, the guy did all this work on it. He tried it on one dude, and then, you know, he got killed and all this stuff happened. But that one dude, Steve Rogers, became hugely important, but that was the only one he was able to try it on. So that's it. Like, that's all we get. I'm it. It's only that. You know what I mean? Let me take a look. I know which one I went to. I feel like, you know... Yes, this is the one. It's the one that it's the COVID-19. What Rogan just found. It's that one. COVID-19.health. It has a social distancing scoreboard, basically, like, which is basically how well do you stay away from other people, basically. But it is interesting, and it gives you kind of a sense of what's out there. Okay, what about these Fae?
The Fae are complicated. I could write 10 volumes on the effects of immortality on their pseudo-feudal court system alone.
What about the attackers?
You don't know. They're called the Tuatha. They were once Fae folk of the Winter Court, but they've been twisted by their lord Gadflow. But how could they have found us out
Gadflow?
here? We're miles away from the front lines. The war has never touched Dalantarth. And why attack the well?
I don't know about Gadflow. I'm not sure that I buy that as a name. Gadflow? And I've the evil emperor, Gadflow. Like, Gadflow? How about Bloodflow, Deathflow, Doom Helmet? Just Gadflow, Doom Helmet, Evil Foot. Like, I mean, come on. Fell Foot. Yeah, no, I usually try to make it up. The immortal race has been slaughtering the mortals for generations. They're winning since they're immortal. When killed, they are born. Yes, they did show that at the beginning, that opening thing. Doom Helmet, yeah. They did actually show some of that in that cutscene, I think, Marina. All right, so what's going on?
Too much to explain right now. The Tuatha have come to stop my work, but I don't believe they know about you. Not yet. What's important is getting you out of here safely. You're the only proof of what we've achieved here. I may not be able to save the well, but I can ensure that its only success is safe.
I'm not sure why, though. Like, what's the point of that if it's never going to happen again? All right, where are we?
We're in the Feylands, miles away from the front lines. I thought we were safe enough from the war, but it seems some of the Tuatha found their way here anyway.
I've got more questions.
Of course you do. Please, we must hurry. Good, good. We can't waste time.
I'll stay and fight.
Absolutely not. I've got my notes, but it's most important that you stay safe. It's just that you're fascinating, simply astounding.
I have flip-flops.
I'm not certain what's caused it, but somehow... yes, as I was saying, I'm not sure what... Perhaps I should go see.
Sir! Mr. Hughes! The Tuatha have reached the lab! They're inside the lab!
No! We've got to get you out of here now! Quickly! Follow the path to the town of Gore.
What about you?
Find Agarth. He's a friend, and he may be able to help. No matter what else, stay alive!
What about this dude, though? Whoa! Whoa! Dang! But why? Wait, what? We need him too! Don't we need him too? Okay, alright, I get it. I get it, game. Hold on, I'm just gonna loot. Mustache bro, like... Interesting. Yeah, that is interesting, actually, Arudinel. So the MMO is completely connected to this? Is it same world? Like, does it continue the story? You said these were prologues to that, right? Okay, left control. Sure, I'll sprint. Oh, wow. Dang. There's no stamina button, it doesn't look like. Do I remember that they were going to at first start with the MMO, but then they were persuaded to do this first, and then, like, they just never were able to make the MMO happen? Okay. Just stayed with single-player games, man.
Get moving, you brute! Tear this tower apart!
Oh boy. Well, dang. Hi. Ouch. Woo! Oh. That hurt. Ow. Ouch. Oh, dang. Whoa! Yeah! Woo! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That was sweet. He does have a health bar. Oh, man, that was awesome. I didn't even know what I was looking at first. I was like, whoa. Yeah, baby. Interesting, yeah. That's pretty cool. I didn't even know about that. Okay, we got a lot of stuff here. Let me see. Shards used for sage crafting can be used to craft powerful gems. Okay. Right. That was really cool. No, I don't need any more dented cuirasses, and I do need better shoes. Do you have anything that's not a flip-flop? Squire's ring, a simple band of copper imbued with magic. Did I just put on... I think I just took off my leggings. We need to make that not happen. How about we keep on the robes, please? There we go. Okay. Consumables. Steeled curtain. I could have used that in that fight, actually. Okay. In fact, I'm going to use one of these. There we go. And I should be able to quick... ooh. Okay. Shouldn't I be able to quick... should I be able to set this in quick items? Thank you, thank you. Shouldn't I be able to set this in quick items? I think I should, shouldn't I? Man, I didn't even use my shield. I was too busy feeling awesome. F and something else? Oh, yeah, no, it was. It was shown to me. It was on the top right, though, so you might not have seen it. It might have been behind other things. But, like, where do the... Because I tried F and it didn't do anything. Actually, now that I think of it, I could have been shooting him from a distance. I did a lot of things wrong in that fight. Let's just be clear. I did a lot of things that were incorrect. I just want to know how to assign things. I mean, I guess I could do that, but... I just want to know how to assign things to the quick stuff. No. Abilities? Ooh, hey. Look at this. Longsword Mastery. Brutal Weaponry. Harpoon. Snag an enemy, pull it back to you. Get over here! That's pretty awesome. Stormbolt. Chain lightning. Yes, please. Tempest. Hell yeah. Chakram mastery. Ooh, use magic to rapidly construct. Oh, yeah. I like that. I like that a lot. I like that. Sphere of Retribution's cool, too. Requires transference. Okay, so I need that, right? Okay, so I need more points. Does more damage. Okay, and then finesse. Assassin's Art. It's under controls. That's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. See, I heard that the way that they let the employees go was problematic, Arudnell. I heard that they kind of just sort of, I don't know. I thought there was some controversy over how he handled it, but maybe I'm wrong. Okay. Options, controls. Let me think here. I'm going to go back to that. Farblade Master. Yeah, I'm having too much fun, I think, with the Sorcerer, though. Mysterious Toxins. Okay, so we're aiming for sorcery. Arcane Weaponry. Okay, requires Arcane Weaponry 1. Physical damage with Scepters. Okay, I don't know about Scepters yet. Right. Yeah, I like that. Can I not? Oh, I guess I haven't leveled up yet. Oh, interesting. Okay, Arudnell. That's helpful to know. That's helpful to know. Okay. E is mana, R is health. Oh, shoot. Wait a minute. I just think I used a bunch of the... Okay. So I accidentally used them, but it doesn't let you keep using them, so that's good to know. Okay. Right. Okay, okay, cool. Thank you. I still... Okay. That's cool. Alright, that makes sense. Wait, actually, I'm still... My spidey sense is tingling. I feel like there's still something around here. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Guess not. See you, ugly. This is the part that I've seen people play. Achievement unlocked. Reborn. I was reborn. Alright, let's level up. Okay, my goodness. Wow. Okay, well, this is what we're going to do, because this is hugely important to me, is Persuasion. Okay. Confirm. Alright, now we've got this. So the question is, I was going to use this, I think. Although, actually, you know what? Mark of Flame. Conservative casting. I like that idea. A lot. Let's go with this. Oh, I can do... Oh, I didn't realize I got that many points. That's cool. Okay, okay. Then I want to have 1 point either in finesse or... Nah. I'm just really all kind of enamored with the magic. What's up, Josiah? Yeah, I've been having fun with this, actually. All this is in the demo area, yeah. Okay, so let's see. 3 for that. I like that. And then more damage with staves. Yeah, let's go with that. Nice. Okay, quests into the light. Speak with a Fate Weaver in Goreheart. Just before Hugh's escape, he told me to find a Fate Weaver named Agarth in the town of Goreheart. This Fate Weaver should be able to shed some light on my condition. I've escaped Alistair Tower, now to find Agarth, the Fate Weaver. Oh, Fate Weaver, I believe you can weave my fate in the night. A delayed attack with a longsword that launches your enemy into the air. Oh, really? How about the staff? How about the staff? How about the staff? Just hold it. Okay. Interesting. Right, I know about that. Okay. Wow. That's deeper than it looks. Yeah, it's deeper than it looks. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking about it, Echo. I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet. I'm really digging this, so yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm going to be playing Detroit Become Human either next or the game after next. It's one of the next two, so let's create a new save. Good. Close. Close. Right. Okay. Wow. Wow. All right. Okay. Okay. I see you. I see you, game. Hello, fish. Greetings. I swam around with that fish. Finally, I dove. I took all. Whoa. Suddenly, I got a potion randomly in the water. This is, you know, there's more going on with this game than I gave it credit for, I have to say. Aha. Did you play this, Josiah? I was just playing Koi. I think I actually, you know what? Now that I take that back. I think I saw you playing this. Actually, ooh. All right. Oh, here we go. Lock picking. Okay, press and hold D to move the slider. If the pick is at the correct angle, the lock will unlock. Okay. Yisa's breath. Okay, you've acquired a reagent. All right. Dispel ward. Okay. Interesting. Wait, what is this? Press left mouse button when the cursor is above a glyph to break it. Glyphs will reseal themselves after a time. Wow, that's cool. Interesting. Okay. Didn't quite finish it. Were you like being the completionist, would you say, while you were playing this, or? Leather gloves. Okay. Pick lock. No. Oh, man. Okay, so they really are... They're not kidding around, like... Okay. Interesting. You're always the completionist. You finished it? How long did it take you, Rhiannon, to play? Would you say, like, how many hours? And obviously, stream hours, as Josiah will know, always takes a lot longer than, you know, you can always add on, like, a good 25% extra time. That's an armor socket. But still. Leather gloves. Just need something for these feet. Only problem is these bloody flip-flops, Josiah. You can let the button go. Flip-flops, man. I don't even know what's been in this. There are a bunch of rats in this water, and I'm running around with my bare feet in this water. Ugh. Flip-flops. That's pretty slick. By the way, that was our sewer level. I just want you all to know. See this? Sewer level. Okay. Arudinel, how long did you take... see, I knew that you played it, but I didn't know that you had won it. So do you have any idea? Sorry, Arudinel. I thought that you had only played the first beginning of it, or I would have asked you too. Because they're giant rats. Following will lead you to your current goal. Okay. Shrines confer a temporary bonus. Okay. What? Well over a year. Okay. See, I wouldn't go everywhere and do everything, but I wouldn't rush it either.
You. I remember you. You're...
I'll remember you.
How did you come back? How did you find me here?
I was just that good. Okay, so I played about 120 hours. The name of the company was generic, was company. What are you doing here?
When I saw you with Edsel in the well, I ran. But it wasn't because I was afraid. I was coming to report that Hughes's experiment had succeeded. The Well of Souls is bigger than just one gnome's pet project. My contact pays well for information about its progress. I just send reports to make some money on the side.
Your contact?
But I don't know how the Tuatha found out. This has nothing to do with them. I never wanted anyone to get hurt.
You cost the lives of your friends. Pay me and you live. Who did you report to?
I promise you, if I knew who it was, I'd tell you. Sharing research is one thing, but academic sabotage is a crime.
Well, I don't want to pay me. I'm not going to kill him. So the question is, do I just say pay me? Nah, just get out of here.
Thank you, thank you. Here, take this.
Oh.
It's the pay for my last report.
Well, thanks. I'll take it anyway.
I don't want anything to do with it. I'm going back home to Odessa.
While you're at it, cut those mutton chops. I was just kidding.
Good riddance to Hughes and his damn well.
How dare you? Oh, sorry. Okay.
What is this world coming to?
Aha. Oh, come on. Only problem with that. Oh no! Wait. Yeah, so that's the only thing is that it's slow. I know I have a shield. But see that, look. Look. So here's what you want me to do. Oh, I'm fighting. Shield. I'm fighting. Shield. Like, really? I mean, I get it, but like... Yeah, well, that was useful for me to know. That's the only problem is that... See, I don't know if I'm... The problem with that spell, with that thing, is that if I am swarmed by enemies, that's when I want to use it. And if I'm swarmed by enemies and they can break it at any time, then this is not a good combination of things. You know, because, like, I would use it at the time when I'm least likely to have it be effective. Interesting. Yeah. Do creatures respawn? I hope not. Like, is there grinding in this game? Which I do not particularly care for. Whoops. There are abilities that make you uninterruptible? Okay. You do have to grind eventually? Hmm.
You've come from the tower, haven't you? Name's Agarth. Maybe you can help an old Fate Weaver, eh?
You sent me to find you. Okay.
Did he? Poor old Fomerus Hughes. He respected the way the world works. What a shame. He's probably dead by now.
That's charming. What do you know about Hughes?
When he started his experiments here, he asked me if they'd ever be successful. The cards told me that the Well of Souls would work.
God, look at those
But its
flip-flops.
success would come on the day that Hughes was to die.
Ugly.
The old man took it pretty well, honestly. Although we did a lot of drinking after that.
Can you give me some help?
I suppose I could spare a little help in memory of Hughes. Or in celebration of his success. Whichever.
I think I did know about that one, Arudna, yeah. Okay. Does it scale? Now, when you say it scales with level, is it obvious that it does that? Like Oblivion obvious? Because I really disliked the Oblivion enemy scaling mechanic. I hated it. I like the idea of getting more powerful and being able to take over certain areas over time, but if it doesn't feel like that, if it's just like you go along and you kind of do things more or less in what you think is about the right order, then it's relatively... Is that fine? Every zone and dungeon has a range it can scale in a minimum and maximum. Okay. Interesting. It's okay, I was dead too. The cards.
You really don't know much, do you? A Fate Weaver taps into the threads of fate and channels that energy through a focus. My order prefers cards. The cards are unique to each Fate Weaver, since we all see the weave differently.
I just woke up in the tower.
You're the one.
Don't point
And
at me.
that means it all makes sense now.
Okay.
The cards this morning. I drew the Gravedigger, the Running Man, and the Beast. Prepare yourself. They're coming.
Oh. There we go. Defeat enemies to gather threads of fate energy. It's a good line.
The mountain god awaits.
Okay, use your fate energy to enter Reckoning mode. Reckoning mode greatly increases your speed and attack power. Okay. Your fate is sealed.
Peace, mortal.
As you defeat enemies in Reckoning mode, their fates will begin to unravel. Move near an unraveling enemy, press F to perform a fate shift. This uses your remaining fate energy to destroy all unraveling foes and grants you experience bonus. Oh shoot, I totally missed that. I didn't know what it was showing me. Wow. Okay. Hello.
What? How? What are you? The threads of fate. I've seen them before, but I've never seen anyone manipulate them like that.
You think that was good? Wait till
You
I can
just
actually know what I'm
changed how
doing.
the world was supposed to work. How did you do that?
I was lucky. I'll bet it is. I don't know. I just did it.
You just... Fate is the will of the gods. No mortal should be able to change it. How is that even possible?
I am no mortal.
Come here. I'm going to do a reading.
No.
You might be able to change the threads, but fate will still have a plan for you. I promise not to tell you if I see your death.
Is this why Hughes sent me?
That would be my guess. He was an academic, but he had a proper respect for
Yeah, I
fate,
just didn't realize that you had
unlike
to
most gnomes.
you had to QTE it right there. Fine. Show me my fate.
You're nervous. Relax. This is what fate weavers do. I'll be seeing your place in the pattern of destiny. Who you are, what you've done, where your path takes you. Or, at least, I should be. You're real, right? I swear I haven't had that much.
I'm real. You must be drunk. You can't see my fate?
Fate's weave is always hard to see. It's in motion.
Always in
Hard to make
motion
out,
is the
but
future.
undeniably there. Yours is just missing. This doesn't make sense. All mortal creatures have a place in the pattern. You should have one too, dead or not. If this is true, and I'm not saying I believe it, then your path is yours to determine.
Whoa, what? Newly resurrected, your fate is blank, formless, and ready to be forged into the shape of your choosing. Okay. Rogue. Unlike many of the warriors of Amalur, rogues prefer to fight from far away or from behind or by dishonorable means and usually by surprise. As a rogue, you sneak, dodge, and slather weapons with poison to gain the advantage in combat. Okay. So 10% ranged. Yeah, okay. Brawler. With this destiny, you are a formidable melee combatant. Withstand a lot of punishment, usually more efficient for you to block or suffer an attack rather than dodge one. Acolyte, you're devoted to the arcane and mastery of elemental forces. Prefer to destroy your opponents with raw magic. Okay. Oh, so you can... Alright. Yeah, I see. So there are these mixed ones. Finesse sorcery. The sometimes fragile appearance of a disciple makes a deadly assortment of skills that are usually employed from a safe distance. With this destiny, you excel at dealing elemental damage and piercing enemies' armor. Arcanist. That's tier 3. So that means that if I take finesse sorcery, then I level... Oh my god, there's a might finesse sorcery. Jack of all trades, wayfarer. Yeah, no, I don't want to be a jack of all trades. That's cool, though. That really is neat. So, you have these ones. That's pretty sweet. What is might sorcery? Guardian, battle mage, yeah. So, for this finesse sorcery, when you put points, they become unlocked. So, but... Requirements. Oh, I see. 6 finesse and 6 sorcery. What does that mean? You have to put 6 points into sorcery, whatever level? So I have to put 6 points into this, right? No, wait, I already have... Wait, what is this? I don't understand. Okay, yeah. So then... Okay, so before I do anything, I've got to put points into Acolyte. So let's do that. Okay. So there's 1 point in that. Okay. And then... When... But I have... Okay. How do I get more... 6 points in skills. Oh, okay. Skills. So as I get more sorcery skills... All right. All right, because what I'm aiming for with this is a finesse sorcery build. So I need 6 finesse and 6 sorcery, obviously. You know, the only thing, though, is that I do like the idea of summoning a creature to fight alongside me. So is there... I'm trying to think if there's like a finesse sorcery with summon that would make sense. Okay, I gotcha. Look at that. 34% elemental damage, 20% piercing, 12% chance to critical hit, plus 2 mana per regen per second. Dread, guaranteed to critical hit for enemies in panic. Poison, blink. See, because I don't care about the... I don't want to do poison. It's the only thing here. I don't want to do poison. Oh, you can reassign points later? Okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Well, as I'm thinking about it right now, see, the problem is I like both of these, but I'm not sure they're compatible. Because I liked the idea of being able to stealth up on someone and kill them, but I also was loving the mage thing. And I usually don't love multi-classing because it just, to be perfectly frank, as a player, it kind of... I don't like the jack of all trades business. I've never really cared for that. And I also can sometimes even find it confusing when I'm like, no, I wanted to work on that. No, I want to work on that. Like, it doesn't... I don't like theory crafting, so a lot of times I'd rather just not waste my time on it. But I'm thinking that this, I mean, it will definitely be sorcery or finesse sorcery. I just haven't decided. I'm not really interested in might, so it's really sorcery or finesse sorcery. Like, yeah. All right. So this is all I can do for now because I don't have enough points to do anything else. Later on, I'm going to have to do, and I'm going to have to do more points in this anyway. Right, because you could, I see how it works. Okay. You're terrible at this. What does this mean?
It could mean nothing. Or it could mean everything.
Pointless, yes.
The world is changing. You might be a sign of that. Or maybe the cause. I've never had a reason to doubt my own readings. But we should consult with Arden. He's not a friend, but he's got a good eye for the tapestry. I'll meet you at his home to the east. I'm going to see if I can be of any help to the wounded at the tower.
Okay. All right, let me just ask this quickly. Fate Weavers.
The Fate Weavers were once a great, unified order of sages from all the mortal races. We foretold the destinies of kings and gods. But that power takes a toll. Nobody likes bad news. And all the news in the world is getting worse. The order splintered long ago. Now the old traditions are all but lost. And all I foretell is the fate of my beer. And I see it being empty soon.
Soon. What about fate?
We are all threads in the tapestry of fate. Measured, woven, and cut according to a great plan. Fate Weavers undertake the task of reading those threads. Our title
So it's really
always
Fate
was
Readers, am I right?
Since we have no control over how that tapestry is woven. But you do. And when a Fate Weaver looks at your place in the weave, we see only the shapes of what you may choose to become.
What about Arden?
You can find Arden's little cottage in the middle of Yulven. Had to move there when he got run out of town.
Who did the music for
He's
this?
a damned good Fate Weaver. But that doesn't make you very popular. Especially not in dark days like these.
I think that should have been, that doesn't make you very popular.
Once I was Agarth, the Unyielding,
Arden Elrond.
the Blade of Avgrum. I wrestled the Colossus Priestess and declined knighthood by the High King of the Fae. I was a hero of men.
Was it
That
Jeremy
wasn't
Soule?
enough for me. I joined the Fate Weavers, hoping to find a way to conquer destiny itself.
Grant Kirkhope, I don't...
Turns out fate is the one thing I couldn't fight.
Yeah, I can Google it, that's fine. What's wrong with my
That's
fate?
just it. I don't know if you've got one, but that's why we're going to see Arden. He lives in a little hut to the east in Yulven. I'll meet you there.
Alright, goodbye.
What could this all mean?
What is that little flame, by the way?
Still here, huh?
What does this thing
Can't
mean?
quite decide if you
Oh,
want
you
to hear
can't
what
see
the
it.
cards say, can you?
Hold on. Oh, darn it. I don't want to move all that over. It was Grant Kirkhope? Okay, thank you. Okay, you see that little symbol, that blue symbol on the bottom right? What is that? Is that anything important? Right below chat on your screen. That shows what faction the NPC is part of. Okay. Interesting. I see. Grant Kirkhope did the music for Banjo-Kazooie.
What could this all mean?
Okay. Essence of Fate. Okay, so what is with the... Why am I that is the universal symbol for I have a
Still
quest.
here, huh? Can't quite decide if you want to hear what the cards say, can you? That's just it. I don't know if you... He lives in a little hut.
Okay,
What
so
could
just
this all
that just means that he doesn't have anything new. Like that's the quest that we're going to be doing, I guess. That there's a quest going on but not finished. Okay. All right. Well. Let's see. That was pretty good, guys. That was pretty good, I have to say. I'm pretty impressed. I thought that I would like it, but I really enjoyed it a lot, actually. And I also think it's a good stream game. I feel like there were a lot of people coming in that were excited about this. And that obviously is a good measure for me, not to mention the fact that I was enjoying it. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, fair enough, Rudno. Yeah. Yeah, so it's connected to that. That's pretty good. Now, I don't know whether later on it gets repetitive or what, but I agree with you, Rhiannon. The color palette definitely helps with that. And so that's something to think about. I will have to consider. Now, I know that Echo wanted me to play Detroit Become Human next, but I'm seriously considering playing, well, how long is Detroit Become Human? I've put about 4 hours into that. Does anyone know how long roughly that is? Yes, I could Google it, but if you've played it before, I mean, don't Google it for me. I can do that. But if you have played it before, do you have any guess about how long that game is? Because I'm trying to decide if I play like 8 to 10 hours. Okay. Yeah, then I should do Detroit Become Human next. Well, yeah, I mean, of course. No, I know. No, I'm not. I was sure that it would not take as long, but I just wanted to know. Good. That's good, Echo. Average is 12 hours. All right. So what I think I might do, what I was going to do after, I'm just putting this now. So I was going to play after Operencia, which has like 1 or 1.5 more sessions left. I was going to do Detroit Become Human and then Wild Arms ACF and then Never Alone. But I think I'm going to adjust it, and I think I'm going to add this game in. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do Operencia, and then I'm going to do Detroit Become Human, and then I'm going to do Kingdoms of Amalur next, and then I'm going to do Never Alone as kind of like a palate cleanser, basically. And then I'm going to do Wild Arms ACF, and then 7 The Days Long Gone, and then et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah. I mean, that's basically what I'm looking at. So Operencia, Detroit Become Human, Kingdoms of Amalur, and then Never Alone, which is really short. That's only another 1 or 2 sessions or so. That's good, but this is good. This is solid. And is it fair to say that people enjoyed me playing this, even if they hadn't played before? Is it fair to say that people were digging this game? Yeah, because you were audio only. Yeah, Coven. But were people digging it? You love the whole setting? Yeah. And I mean, the other thing is that it's appropriate to be playing it because of the fact that if we have Gen Con, I hope we do. If we have Gen Con this year, I'm going to be in the symposium, and as I said, Bob is going to be the guest of honor, the author of Guest of Honor. So this would be a perfect time to be playing a game like this. Maybe I could even reach out to him and get a hold of him to do an interview on this. That'd be pretty sweet. So maybe I'll be able to do that. Maybe I'm amazed at the way you... Okay. So let's do that. Let's switch back to that. You liked it? Okay. Yeah, it seemed cool. I was digging it, so we will see how that all kind of works out. So we will see, but I liked it. I enjoyed it. So, but I got to get on out of here. I've got to do a little bit of work, and then I've got to make sure that I am prepared for this evening with, the afternoon first. So for those of you who missed this announcement, at 4 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to be over at GOG doing Pen and Pixels, and instead of doing the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt today, I'm going to be doing a special joint, well, it's not really a joint stream, it's a save handoff stream. So I'm going to be playing Greedfall. In fact, I have to go install that right now. I'm going to be playing Greedfall, and for the first time, which I've been wanting to try, and then I'm going to play that, and then I'm going to exchange or hand over the save game to Braxton Wise, who is one of my fellow GOG streamers, and then Braxton is going to play it, and then I don't know whether we'll keep doing this and whether Braxton will hand it back to me and I hand it back. I don't know how we'll do that or not, but it may just be a one-off. But either way, I wanted to try Greedfall, so that's what we're looking at doing, and that's going to be cool. Then tonight, remember, tonight you do not want to miss being back here at 9 p.m. because at 9 p.m. Eastern, finally, we get Esper Genesis. It's been almost like 6 weeks because we did Esper Genesis the middle of February, and then it's been, now we're at literally the very end of March. So that's why normally I would not be streaming on a Tuesday night, and I would definitely not be streaming something like Esper Genesis, but again, I wanted to get this in. So that's going to be happening this evening. So as Nonstop says, this is going to be your last chance to use inspirations before they all reset tomorrow. And since I do not believe in April Fools, and I hate that concept, I'm not going to be fooling you, okay? This is the reality. But yes, so it's a new event. Yeah, exactly. What Arudinel just said. What Arudinel over there just said, yeah. So yes, that's what I'm going to do. So we've got GOG and Greedfall, and then at 9 p.m. tonight, we have Esper Genesis. It's going to be just a strict 3 hours. I'm going to knock off right at midnight because I have a lot of stuff I still have to get done. And we've got a busy week for you. Wednesday night, we have got the return of Community D&D, and then, of course, we've got my Friday and Saturday streams. I have to figure out the schedule. I'm going to be posting my schedule tonight. I have been completely buried in work, but I'm just almost to the other side of it now. After my committee meeting tomorrow morning, and then I have 2 more straggler things to grade, and then I will pretty much be a little bit sort of relaxed more with workload because it's not all going to be coming at the same time. Basically what happened this time was I got all of my midterms that I had to get done, all my midterm grading, which is already a lot, and then all of this stuff in the world happened, and we had to bring everything online in a week and a half. So pretty much I have been burning the midnight oil and staying up late to get all of that done. I haven't done any writing for like 5 weeks because of this, because I've been just head down to the grindstone, but almost done, which means on Friday I can finally get a little bit of a revision done on my middle grade manuscript. And so by the time we get to next Monday, I should be pretty in place. And I am very proud of the fact that I think I've been able to do this with a relatively speaking minimum disruption to my students. And I've been able to sort of, connect with them and make sure that they're hanging in there, because this is difficult for my students. St. John's announced that they are not going to be having commencement this year. No graduation ceremony in May. They may have one later in the year. Or something like that, but they won't have, at least in May, people marching across stage. And that sucks, because for a lot of these people, especially if they're first generation, first ones in their family to go to college, that's a big deal to be on that stage and walking across it and getting your diploma while your family is there cheering you on. And it sucks that we can't do it. But it's the responsible thing to do. I mean, you can't bring all those people together, thousands and thousands of people together in New York City of all places. You just can't do that. So it was the responsible thing to do, but it still sucks. And I feel bad for my graduating seniors that have that. So, trying to keep things as normal as I can is a big part of what I've been trying to do. It's what all of my colleagues and I have been trying to do, but still, it's a lot of work. So we'll do what we can, Yeah, I know, Rudinell, but it's different for everybody. I liked graduation because to me, I like milestones and it was a celebration of something. And for other people, the same deal, for some folks, it's important for them. So that's all, Oh, of course, of course. I mean, that's exactly right. I mean, that's exactly. I mean, like, I'm not in any way saying that they made the wrong decision. They had to do it. I'm just saying that it's unfortunate that this is where we're at. And so I feel bad for them that that's sort of the situation. So I should have attended. You should have attended in flip-flops. Yes. That is exactly right. That's what should have happened. In any case, but this was great, folks. I really had a good time today, and thank you to chat for suggesting this. And now, see, this game has been added to the list of games that I'm going to play. So that's that's good stuff. But I'm going to get on out of here and do a little bit of work. So I will see you folks at 4 p.m. over on GOG, and then tonight 9 p.m. for Esper Genesis. I'm going to post the schedule as soon as I have it over the next couple of days. Again, please bear with me. Everything is running behind a little bit, and so I'll get it up there as soon as I possibly can. But I want to thank everyone for being here. You are all lovely, awesome people. Don't forget to support the YouTube, the Discord, the Twitter with exclamation point, ArvTube, ArvCord, and ArvTweets. Make sure to support as well the website. You go over to the website, arvanelleron.com. Support the financial side of things, exclamation point ArvShop, Patreon with exclamation point ArvTreon, and of course the sub button right above that video window. And again, as a reminder to subs, there's something cool coming your way, subs, very soon that it might involve a little bit of a certain artistic flair, but I'm not going to say anything more about that except that it's going to be awesome. So I'm going to be doing that soon, but otherwise, don't forget as well about the publishing stuff. If you're looking for something to look at, exclamation point library will get you a copy of D&D 5e, the 5e compatible adventure and source book, Tales and Tomes from the Forbidden Library. And you can also check out my Gray Shade Kickstarter, which is not happening yet, but will be happening when things have settled down a little bit. So it's put on hold, but it will be happening sometime this year, I hope, God willing. And last, but certainly not least, exclamation point Icarus, which is going to be coming out in May. Icarus and Jelinek, and again, super excited about how good those look. It's going to be great. So that's going to be the deal with that. I want to thank everyone for being awesome and being lovely people. And don't forget to stop by GOG at 4 p.m. for Pen and Pixels and Greedfall. I want to thank my wonderful viewers. First of all, my amazing mods, Rudinell, Dragonspear, Burner, 10 of Clubs. You are all awesome and the best, and you all know that, but I'm just going to say it again. Thank you to my wonderful subscribers, Rudinell, Dragonspear, thank you to Echo Alpha X5, Nonstop, Arendt, JTW, Marinda, Mrs. Dunsel, and Uncle Elias. And special thanks as well to my Patreon supporters like 10 of Clubs and Dragonspear and folks like that. Thank you to my viewers, 0x64, 7 Sins, and Anonymous Gifter for gifting an anonymous sub. Thank you so much for gifting one to JTW. Thank you to another TT viewer, Axiomatic Human. Thanks to Bethesda. Thank you to Commander Dunsel, Commander Root, Defmole, Divinorium, EA, Gorgar, what's up, EA? Instructor, let's see, Jaffa Cake Man, Jagtris, Josiah Firesnake, Live Without Permission. Is that what it says? Live Without Permission. That's a great name. Thank you to Mubat, I guess. Thank you to Olives for the follow today. Thank you to Redinator, Rhiannon. Thank you to Armistino. Thank you to Ryoga, you Christensen, V&K, Vaxfrog, Virgo Praz, and Rogue X Rogan. And I noticed some of you were new, and if you are new, please consider following and supporting the channel in the ways that I have mentioned. And thank you all lovely people. I will catch you wonderful folks again 4 p.m. over on GOG. No raid, but please do all the things, and most of all, be safe. Wash your hands, social distance, and virtually reach out to each other. We're not meant to be isolated like this. So do the best you can. Reach out to each other. And much love. You're all wonderful. And I will catch all you people very soon. Till then, be good to each other. Have a good one. Honk.